What's going on, everybody? It's Bitcoin Chris checking in once again. Happy Friday. Happy Super Smash Buy on a Friday. And if you haven't yet, make sure you go smash buy. You can head over to swanbitcoin.com/Bitcoin Chris. Get $10 free Bitcoin. Make sure that you stack away because Bitcoin is highly discounted. And when Bitcoin's over 100,000, you're not going to care if you bought it 15, 20, 30,000, okay? So make sure you stack away. Now, what we're going to do in today's video, of course, jump into the Bitcoin price. We're going to talk about a few news articles that I've seen, and we'll jump into CoinGlass per usual. Make sure you head over to bitcoindadfiatdad.com, pre-order my new book, and that's going to be it for this video today. So what we'll do right now is jump right into the Bitcoin price. All right, so as you guys can see, we're still in this flag right now. We broke down. It came up, broke back down. I got an alert that we hit 33,000. And then we bounced. So it's looking like we're still in this flag. I remember in yesterday's video, I said we can do a BART pattern. So hopefully that doesn't play out. Come all the way down. And go back up. But it wouldn't surprise me if we knock out all the extreme long positions first and then go back up. But we shall see what happens. But because it's the weekend, we can expect lower volume. Because, I don't know why on the weekends lower volume. Obviously, there's less, traditional finance, all the big old money. They like to play Monday through Friday. I don't think they are, I don't think they're, I don't think I think they do know that Bitcoin's open 24/7, but they don't want to, be in the markets all that time. They want to take the weekends off, which I don't blame them. So looks like we are still in this flag. So still looking good, still looking positive. Still looking good, still looking positive, and we got the two green dots here down below. Money flow is red. VWAP headed up. RSI, stochastic RSI headed up. So I think we could still pump, but I don't think we'll see any movement until Monday. Hopefully I'm wrong. Waiting for that $35,000 target to break. Have an alert there. So this is looking good on the hourly. Let's look at the 4-hour. Money flow is still green. But I remember telling you guys about this red dot days ago, and we have been coming down. We have RSI, stochastic RSI headed down, momentum wave headed down. VWAP looks like it's headed up, and we have a green candle on this 4-hour time frame. Flag still looks intact, so that still looks good. Let's look at the daily. Red dot on the daily, not looking good, but this could change still. VWAP headed down. Momentum headed down on the daily, and then we also have this. This wouldn't count as a bearish divergence because it came down below the zero line. So typically it would be. Well, you guys let me know if you guys use Market Cipher. This would be a question for Crypto Face. I would have to review the videos, but I think it invalidates it because of it going down below the zero line. So I don't want to say it is a bearish divergence. However, it could be, but I'll just play it safe and say nah. I don't think so. I'm going to stay bullish per usual. But again, VWAP headed down, RSI, stochastic RSI headed down. So this is the daily time frame. All right, I like the 2-hour time frame before we head over to the weekly. All right, still in this flag. Obviously, I adjusted the flag because, we didn't pop out here. We're still coming down. We retested this bottom here, this low. Didn't break, so that's good. So we got one touch here, two touches here. Actually, three touches. One, two, three. One, two, three. We got a couple touches here. Only two touches here or three touches here. One, two, three, four, five touches. We got a few touches on each side of this bullish pennant or bull flag, whatever you want to call it. But let's look at this money flow. This is really dope. Oh, look at that. Let's get that out of there. Money flow is still super green, and looks like we are down below. We have a green dot on the momentum on the 2 hour. Looks like we could come up. We'll see how that goes. All right, let's jump back to the weekly. We have a new candle on Sunday for the weekly. Still green, still looking good, still headed up strong. So a correction is still, not unheard of and not, not out of the ordinary if we do come down. So if we come up above this zero line, RSI, stochastic RSI, it looks like it's headed up, and then we have a green dot. So wouldn't surprise me if we're in this range all weekend. I just hope you don't break down. If you do, stack up. So that is the Bitcoin charts for the hourly, 2 hourly, 4 hourly, daily, and weekly. Have you smashed bot today? So now we're going to jump into CoinGlass. Let's look at this liquidation. 30 million liquidated longs for Bitcoin in the last 24 hours. Largest single liquidation happened on BitMEX, which is Bitcoin, and it was $5.64 million liquidated. If you guys saw my previous tweet, this is when I was talking about, 855 million liquidated back on August 16th. And then the largest for the Bears is only 275 million. And then I went over how it's like 1.6 billion dollars in short liquidations at 38,000. So I think we'll be able to take out the Bears. Take out the Bears. Take them out. Take them out. All right. So that's that. Now we're going to jump into, of course, just some articles that I want to go over real quick. First article: no evidence Hamas is raising crypto donations by the millions. So, anything that the mainstream media wants to portray and wants to say about Bitcoin and cryptocurrency, they're going to run with it. And we got Elizabeth Warren and Senator Lumens and all these other politicians that sign paperwork and law, and they're trying to regulate things they have no idea and no understanding about. A lot of these quote unquote terrorists, they use US dollars. And it's not wise for you to use Bitcoin, as we've already spoken about, because you can trace the transaction, and you can find out who did it, guys. I just went over this yesterday with this person who stole Bitcoin from the Silk Road years ago, back in 2012. He called the cops because somebody stole 400 or 200,000 from him, or 400,000 from him. And because of the transactions through the blockchain that can be traced back since 2009, with the very first blockchain, because Bitcoin is immutable, they were able to find out that it was him who stole from the Silk Road. And however much he stole turned into $3 billion. And he called the cops over somebody stealing $400,000 from him. So if they can find him, they can find anybody through the blockchain. Just because somebody does something bad with money doesn't mean you need to ban money. People do bad things with cars. Do you ban cars? People do bad things with knives. Do we ban knives? So I don't think it's very, very wise for them to try to ban or put regulations on crypto or Bitcoin. And at this point in the game, they're going to try to do this. This is what they don't want you guys getting rich. They don't want you to have your own money. They want to control us and keep us enslaved. So keep that in mind. There's no evidence Hamas is raising crypto donations by the millions. And even if he did, you can trace the transactions. And, most of these quote unquote terrorists are funded and use US dollars. So should we ban US dollar then? What about all the criminals that use US dollars? Should we ban cars because they use the car to drive to do the bad thing? So I digress. Jump into the next story. Bitcoin price hits all-time high across Argentina, Nigeria, and Turkey. New all-time highs despite Bitcoin still being down over 50% since its peak of $69,000 against the US dollar. So this is what we say and what we mean by, inflation. And we are so blessed and lucky in the United States to have a currency that is the world reserve currency where we don't have to worry about these things. But in Nigeria, Argentina, and Turkey, Bitcoin continues to hit all-time highs because their currency is trash. Super trash. Ultra mega trash. The trashiest of the trash. So with inflation at 99% in Argentina, it's 99% likely that the citizens of the beautiful country will benefit from Bitcoin. So make sure you stack away if you're here in the United States. And hopefully the people of Turkey, Argentina, and of course Nigeria continue to buy Bitcoin and transact in Bitcoin because really they have no other choice. They could use any other shitcoin if they wanted to, but it's not as secure and it's not wise to use anything that is centralized due to the fact that someone controls it. Nobody controls Bitcoin. So that is the story. 2 stories I want to go over today. Let's see if I can find some tweets, and then that'll be it for today's video. Make sure you follow me on Twitter. If you're watching on YouTube, make sure you hit that like, share, and subscribe. If you're watching on Twitter, make sure you hit that retweet and like button, please. All right, so let's see. 5 more years El Salvador. Day by day, El Salvador is just looking better and better. Looking better and better. I wanted to go over. Sam Bankman-Fried says he didn't defraud anyone because he didn't know that what he was doing was illegal. Ignorance of the law is no excuse. If you or I did anything illegal and we didn't know it was illegal, guess what? We're still going to get in trouble. So we'll see how his sentencing goes. We shall see. We shall see. The purchasing power of $100 since January 1st, 2000. And I'm pretty sure you're down about 50%. It says $60 in 2022. I'm pretty sure we're down to $50. So I think we're down about 50% on the purchasing power of the US dollar. And I don't have to tell you that. You guys have gone to the grocery store. You guys have gotten gas. You know how much less your dollar has been able to buy due to inflation. So make sure you guys super smash buy today. It's Friday, whether you're buying on Swan or Cash App or whatever your preferred method of purchasing Bitcoin is. Make sure you head over to swanbitcoin.com/Bitcoin Chris. Get $10 free Bitcoin. And I'll end with this. Low end $300,000 Bitcoin, high end $1 million, and long term, that's short term, long term, infinity and beyond. So with that being said, jump back to me. With that being said, I hope you guys have a great weekend. This is Bitcoin Chris checking out. Make sure again you hit that like, share, subscribe. And also check out my new book that's coming out soon. Pre-order at bitcoin-fiatdad.com. And again, stack away on Swan or Cash App on autopilot. That way you don't have to think about it. Just stack away, guys. And with that being said, I hope you guys have a great weekend. Much love. Bitcoin Chris checking out. Peace.